today we are going to talk about the current situation in Afghanistan, what the Taliban have planned, and what is the future now after the Taliban have gained complete superiority over Afghanistan. After 20 years of undecisive conflict, it seems that the war has finally come to an end. The American forces have left the Afghan government to its own hands, and the Taliban have quickly taken over. Years and years of effort wasted in just over a month. It seemed that this country has finally gained the title the graveyard of the empires, because it has simultaneously driven the British, the Soviets, and now the Americans out of the country successfully. After the events of the Vietnam War and the subsequent events in the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan, and the events that unfolded through that resulted in 9/11, America came into Afghanistan and put its army there, hoping to create a liberal democracy in this region. But it failed due to three reasons. Just like Vietnam, USA thought that it could solve this issue using the power of force. They were unable to bring apart the hearts and minds of the people in order to establish a successful democracy, and that brings to our reason number one. Although they were able to set up a democracy, they were unable to strengthen it and made it corrupt by overseeing many of its problems and faults. All of this made the government hopelessly corrupt and pushed more people towards supporting the Taliban. And with Pakistan using the US money in order to fund the Taliban, the US governmental infrastructure was defunct from the very beginning, which makes no surprise why the Taliban have now control over the country. An American parliamentarian member himself admitted that the war being fought in Afghanistan and Iraq is bringing about a fundamental change to the environment that has given rise and power to the extremists who expose terrorism. Many Pakistani politicians and religious scholars held deep ties within the Taliban, which made their whole effort a lot easier. And that, coupled with the huge opium trade that was running unrestricted using US money through the Afghanistan-Pakistan border, that helped fund the Taliban. No wonder the Taliban have now emerged victorious in all fronts and quickly taken over everything. Now with Afghanistan's future on the horizon, what should the Afghan and the world response be? I think that Afghanistan should be left to its own devices in order to choose its own future for itself. Any foreign intervention is worse than the Taliban, and peace is the number one human right that the Afghanis deserve. By the way, because the Afghan median age is so low, there are over half the Afghani population that have not seen an Afghanistan that was in the state of peace. So leaving Afghanistan alone might be the best option for all. Unlike the economy of Iraq, which was also a failed state intervened by the United States Army, Afghanistan has good mineral resources, a blooming economy, good water supply, and a functioning population. So there's a greater chance that Afghanistan might become a successful state in the future. So it might be the best to just leave it alone forever.